So let's take a look at something called GoldenGate. GoldenGate was purchased by Oracle Corporation a few years ago. It was initially a highly adaptable and flexible replication tool, and it is in reality beginning to replace some of the standby and failover functionality within Oracle database. So essentially I have a server here. I'm going to do a very quick installation on just to show you how it works. It's very simple. So I've connected to a machine. The first thing you have to do to go back to the real basics is you have to go to Oracle's website and you have to download the software. And I won't go through the whole process, but I'll show you how it's done. And their buttons are rather unusual in terms of rolling over them. GoldenGate is actually middleware because it sits between the database layer, or the server layer, and the application layer. It's not listed there, so I'm going to click See All. And I'm going to look down there, I'm going to click GoldenGate. And I would download this Linux x86 64-bit version of GoldenGate Linux. It would take me to a link under here. And if I wasn't signed in, it would make me. Something like that, whatever your address is. I've already downloaded, so I'm not going to download it again. And then click the Sign In button. And basically what it's going to do is going to download it to your main drive. And then what I would do is take a copy of it and I'd put it somewhere, such as in a central directory. And then I'd use a product called WinSCP, which is very easy to download and install as well. I would connect to my machine. And it's asked me all sorts of questions because it hasn't connected yet. The left side is my Windows box. See, drive C. There's your / path names, and here is my Linux box. And I'm going to show you that I already have it on here. So / I am in habit putting installation software in install on a server. And as you can see, I've already downloaded GTS Linux x64. And so let's go back to the server. I already have it installed. Or what I actually did was I copied it onto another machine, installed it onto another machine, and now I'm installing on the second one. So it's a simple matter of actually downloading the file, putting it in the right place, setting the correct permissions. As you can see, Oracle install. Who am I? Guess what I am? The wrong user. I'll go into here, CD, and list it, and it's actually been unzipped, which is unzip. That's what I would have done. No, the zip file. It would unzip it, and it would automatically go into this directory here. As you can see, you've got, okay, well, we've got another directory there as well. How do we do a run installer? All right, so basically the easy way to do it is VNC. You can also use, is it called Xming? You're using a terminal emulator. You can also go onto the server itself and run it from the console. All I'm going to do is set up a thing called VNC, which allows me to copy or emulate what's going on the graphical screen inside X Windows inside the Linux operating system. And it basically pops it up onto the screen here. So I've already done some of the setup. If I go into, I've got this in a blog entry of mine, which you can find here. Oracle Troubleshooter using VNC Server. This is my website. If you don't have the product and you're in root, you run this, it will tell you you do or don't have it. And I'm hoping it's going to tell me I do have it. And I'm wondering why that's, oh, okay, that's rather odd. So that is very strange. Okay, go back to here. RPM -Q VNC. There you go, VNC, VNC Server. The software is called VNC. I should actually go and change this. You can also install it using yum, and if it's already there, it'll tell me it's already there. Don't do it. Okay, so now I didn't set the VNC server to run automatically. There is a way to make it bring up the X interface in GNOME by changing the configuration file. Okay, there's the configuration file here. I think I've got to change it in Oracle as well. If I look at this file, I've already made these changes. I uncommented those 2 lines and I've commented out that one. So I'm going to want to run it and emulate it in Oracle. And that didn't work because I'm in the wrong place. Okay, so let's go into Oracle. I haven't run VNC yet. Let's actually look for this file, VNC startup, in the Oracle directory, cat, and it's going to be in there, I think. Yeah. So I'm going to edit this file, VI, and those other lines are not even there at all. Let me comment this out. I'm trying to get the right X interface to come up. So now I'm going to go back to root. I'm going to run VNC. I already supplied a password. Well, I may have to run it as Oracle. Let's figure out how this works. So I'm going to go to my Untitled Vnc Viewer, which is a piece of code that you can just download and install. It's very simple. It tells you how to use it. This is the IP address I'm using, and this is the port it goes to. Connect. Type the password and I set for VNC server. And there you go. There's my num interface. How do we install? Okay, first of all, redirect the host. Right. Which means I can now run this as the Oracle user as opposed to just root. I want to install as Oracle. Create all sorts of problems when you install Oracle software as root, especially with rack. Don't get tied up in that one. And so install, what was it? FE, there we go. So now let's go to .run. I had it when it says that. It's actually, oh. So run installer. So everything's passed. If you don't have the right graphic card, it will freak out and tell you can't do it. Should eventually bring up the tool. This is called the Oracle Universal Installer. It's basically a Java written graphic tool. You can install Oracle with and Oracle tools such as GoldenGate with a command line interface. It's useful, it's fast. Sometimes you have to use it when you can't emulate the screen properly or easily. But the graphical tool tends to pick up the really important errors, so you can get lots and lots and lots of information come back from the text version, and you can spend a lot of time fiddling around with it. The only reason I prefer this, I have 12C, so I'm going to click Next. This is really simple. I've got to figure out, if I go into Oracle, I need to find out what the exact home is because it's not the same as Oracle. Did I add these entries to the server? And I think I did. Here we go. Oracle GoldenGate home. So let's just do, yeah, I got an alias there. I tried png home. And did I create the directory? I hope so. Yes, I did. Otherwise, it wouldn't go in there. So I'm just going to copy this into here. Guess what? It won't let me do that because it's a terminal emulator. Can't copy and paste from there. That's kind of dumb. So now let's go back down here. Type this in here. Has to go into a separate space. Otherwise, all sorts of unpleasant and horrible things will probably happen to your installation. And it's going to want database location. That's a good question. Specify a local install it on a cluster and specify software. Optionally specify the location of the Oracle database and free port. Right. This is the database. This is GoldenGate. They're different. I hope. Software located existent that contains. Really? Okay, it looks like I already installed GoldenGate on this machine. I just want to go through the installer process, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. I think it's the top variable it doesn't like. Now it tells me the database location is the wrong place. Right. I'm kind of cross-checking for no reason. So let's just run through this process. There you go. It's that simple. I just put it in a separate home. So now, if I go to, see, I thought I'd actually created the directory here. It wasn't where I had installed software. I'm not going to uninstall it. I'm just going to create a second one, just for the hell of it. At this point in time, I'm trying to show you how to install it. So it goes through this process, takes a little while. And What's it doing? Stuff, copying files. Let's pause for a little bit and then we'll start again towards the end. And here it is coming towards the end. Okay, there you go, it's done. This is how simple GoldenGate's initial installation is. The software download, the extraction, and it's pretty basic. So, thank you. That's installing GoldenGate. That's not making it work. That's a whole other can of worms, but we'll get to that someday.